Jiggle, jiggle, hear the church, school bell ring, ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling. What scripture said, how can you learn without a teacher? How can you learn without a teacher? Which of the scripture says so?
Here is some information for How Can I Hear Without a Preacher? According to Bible.com, Romans chapter 10 verses 14 to 15 New King James Version. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? And how shall they preach unless they are sent?
Good night to everyone. Good night. Good night. Good night to everyone that is joining the live tonight. Welcome to you all. Welcome, welcome, one and all. Welcome to your to your to your opinion. Welcome to your participation. So tonight, as you see what the topic says, we are going to have some discussion on this topic because it's one of the $1 million word that is being spoke about. Okay, it is a good thing to serve the Lord and to love the Lord. The Lord is our shepherd, and He told us we will not and shall not want. He provide everything. He provided with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Yes, it's the provision of God. So, because He provides us with a brain, and a brain that should be exercised in every way, we are going to do a little probing. We are going to join our voices together, and you say what you understand. Good night. Thank you for being here. Today, there are so many that would love to be here, would love to be in the land of the living, would love to be up and about, but because of some reasons, because of some impediment, they are unable to do so. They're in the bed, they're in the hospital, they're in so many different places. They are even into the prison. Yeah. Some are in there knowingly and unknowingly. So wherever they are, God is there with them. As long as breath is in their body, as long as life is in their body, He is there. So He is not short in reaching for them, reaching out to Him. To those of the hard working people, the task is on your hand. We give you a shout out. We know there's no work that is easy. Not even the one that we think is easy, it's not easy because it takes dedication to do it. So, to the teachers, police, all the government workers, private sector, more so for those that work where you hardly have kinfield now, but the laborers, those that work on the site, mix the cement, carry the cement, lay the block, dig foundation, name it. We acknowledge you. We shout out to you. And do not ever put yourself that you're in a lower class. We're all one. We are all equal. So tonight, be respectful. Be respectful of yourself. Love yourself. Do good to yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, I am sure others can't love you as you love yourself. No love for yourself. Acknowledge love. Acknowledge yourself to be the best. There's no other one can replace you. There is none like you, and will be none like you. So whoever you are the only model. So if anyone try to be you, they can't be you because you're the only model. So love, respect yourself and keep it as we go along. This other phone is giving problem. I don't know what is going wrong with it. Something is not kosher here. Well, anyhow, I put up the both of them, so I need this one because there's any calling in. It will be on that one. This one is giving me a problem. Thank you. I think it will come back. Forgot about it. I'm just trying to see what is wrong with the other phone. Welcome live. Remember the guardian. Okay, your privacy. It seems like it comes up now. Whatever the problem is, I don't know. But anyhow, we will press on. Tonight, today, last year, yesterday, last week, and the list goes on. You at school, I at school, others as at school. At home, on the street, in the workplace, everywhere. Social space, everywhere. This word, dunce. And this will be my topic tonight. The word dunce is used widely to everyone and all of the spinner that comes with the word dunce. That one word, it carries so much spinner from it. So much things come from that word. And how did we derive this word? How? Anyone ever really stop and think? I know the educated persons know it. I know how did we derive at this word. But the ordinary man and woman, have we ever stopped to think how did we derive this word? I am sure most of us don't know. And because of that, we took offense to this word. And it is offensive. Yes, it is offensive. We not only took offense to it, but it is offensive because of how it has been used, how it has been thrown at you, how it slaps you, and with the power when people is using it, how they use it. 15, 20 to 30. John Duscotus, Duseotus, Duscotus, whose writing was attacked by the humanized as foolish. Though this man, this young man, this boy, this man, whoever he was writing a book and he put out his writing. And for those that were examining his writing, who he presented to, they attack the writing by the humanists, and they said his writing is foolish. And from that, because of his name, Duscotus, the word comes dunce. So they remove, his name is spelled Duscotus. So they remove that and put DUNCE. Hence we have Mr. Mrs. Big Little Dunce. And the word is so widely used. And it is used by those that said that they are educated. Yeah. Everyone in this word and who uses this word, we are all dunce. Don't matter what category of life you're in, you are dunce. Don't matter how rich you are dunce. Don't matter you own all the wealth from Fort Knox, you are dunce. Many will not agree, but I am coming to it. And I am going to start off with a prime minister then into a parish there was, and it's not was, the river is still there. The difference with it, is that there is now a bridge. And that bridge is not even tested from it put up in the real way. I born and see that bridge, just a little low bridge that you walk over in those days, whether it was built by the Spanish or whoever, the Spanish, well, they were once a part of Jamaica, yeah, and those bridges built by them. If you should look on the engraving on it, you will see the year that it was built and who built them. Anyhow, that goes on for a very long time. When the river is in speed, there neither foot walker, nothing, not best of a swimmer, best of a diver, nothing, best of a unit cannot go across. Because the water rises to heights many feet high. Not only that the water rises, but it carries a lot of boulders with it. To date I speak, if you should visit that site, you will see some boulders that are so big. When that water is coming, these boulders are with it. So you have to wait until the water drop, then you can able to go across. And many person it was told, because it was on the tabloid, it's on the radio, this set of persons are coming to set up the bridge, this other set, they waited, they came to Jamaica, and they do, and then you hear nothing. Until last of all, you heard that the Canadians are coming to do the bridge. And they said they are the only ones that, with the expertise, that will able to do that bridge. And so the bridge worker, and I don't know if it was them or not, allegedly, I don't know if it was according to how the news carries it. But a bridge was erected. And no longer that the bridge put up, there goes the rain. And the bridge was gone. And I am talking about the high bridge. If anybody know Bustamante Bridge, they will know the bridge I am speaking about. For those that don't know, it's a high bridge. The bridge swept away as if it never put there. And of course, the member and the prime minister of the day came to visit the site. Now there is no bridge, so no going across can be done. People gathered out there, glad to see the PM today, and business. We come to speak about the bridge. He said that they are going to put up a Bailey Bridge, or a Bailey's Bridge, whatever it pronounced. A Rasta man was in the crowd, and he said, "No, Mr. PM, we are talking about education. We are talking about DUNCE. Not education, DUNCE." If a Bailey bridge put here, it won't withstand. He repeated himself. Other person was there. And the man of the day said to the Rastaman, shut your RC, move your, yeah. He measured a few yards and give him. You don't think I know? The water is going to prove him wrong. We're talking about dunce. I said everyone is dunce. Yes. I said it. Don't matter who you are, you're a dunce. And he dressed up the little man. The rain started to drizzle. He and his entourage went back to the city. That day, from the drizzling of the rain, because the rain did not really cease, it just ceased for a while. And the rain started. The Bailey Bridge did put up, you know. He sent the Bailey's Bridge. The Bailey's Bridge was put up. And came to say, view the bridge and whatever. And said, the man said, a Bailey Bridge is not going to work here. And him dressed him up in a 2 pieces of clothes. And he went back with his entourage. The rain started to fall. And that rain fell until about 10 o'clock the following day. The Bailey Bridge was found at the entrance of the sea, where the water go down. The water took the Bailey Bridge and carried the land it on the seashore. Did that person knew anything about the bridge and the place where the bridge put? No. So as much as he was educated, and I am not calling him because I like him. I am not calling, whether I like him, yes or no. I am not ascribing him to say he's not educated. But in that field, he's a dunce. In that particular field, he is a dunce. Because he don't know anything about it. He's not an engineer. See if you're seeing what I am saying and you're getting what I am saying. He's not an engineer. He do not know anything about the river, the place, and the bridge. So it was all good after the bridge was washed away. They hurriedly come and they put up a bridge. Somebody is saying it is not going to work. That structure is not going to work there. Because what? These people lived there for years. If you should ask, they was born there. Maybe either man is not an engineer, but he lives there. The boulders that came down with the water. It's not like a simple boulders them. So 2 roof bridge gone. Bailey Bridge finished. Done. As if it never put there. They had to go to the drawing board. Get the people who build bridge, who know about bridge, who know about the river, who know about river training, to come and do it. A bridge is still standing there. But I said, the real test has not given to that bridge yet. The real rainfall, but not as much. So the real test is not given to that bridge yet. But you said, in that field, he is the bright one and sitting at the front of the class? No. No. I can stand up and look at a person you give me and give me a 1 yard of material and say I want a skirt from it. Now your waist measure X amount, your hip around measures X amount, and your length according to how you want that skirt measures X amount. I can say to you, 1 yard of material will not make you that skirt, because your waist measures 30 or 31. Your hip measure 40 or 44 or something like that. Because your waist, your hip goes a little more inches than your waist. And your length. Take into consideration when I lay out that piece of material and I'm going to cut. And I have to cut from my stitching area. I have to get the waistband from it. So I can look at you and say, no, a 1 yard of material won't do it. You need to get yard and a half. Why I can say that? Because I learned to do it and I know it. The man who is a shoemaker, would you take a piece of material and give him to build a skirt or a dress if he have known anything about garment constructing? No. What you classify him as in that field? He's a dunce in that field. He's bright and educated up front with him shoemaking. But to construct a garment, him dance. If that's the word he's using. He have no knowledge about it. How can he know about it unless he was taught? You have to teach him. How is he going to be getting out of that state without somebody teach him to cut a piece of material? The man who lay the block sometimes cannot tie the steel. And sometimes he's around them because what? He learned to lay block. He learned the measurement. He know how much block will make a 10 by 10 room. He know how much piece of steel will do the caging. He know all of that. But he cannot tie the steel. What would you call that person? Now, the word said, in school, person who is slow at learning. It did not say who is dunce. Who is slow at learning. Each child, each person learn on a different level. Each person gravitate on a different at a different time. Some in their early, some in the mid, and some at their later stage. But because these people, the humanists, look at the young man writing, it did not say in the research I did that they said they will engage him and teach him how to do it. It didn't say that. What did they say? And what they said? A person who is slow at learning. What you call them? A stupid person. Is called a stupid person. Is a buffoon. Because when arithmetic is present, he shakes. So because he shakes, because he gets nervous, the names are given to him. Say, when arithmetic, that are sums, maths, first time school of arithmetic, you go to sums, and now we reach mathematics. We go math, and now we are at mathematics. So when the teacher put up the numbers on the board, they never stick at it and say, well then, if we took time with him, he will learn. Maybe this person is not a figure person. He's not a math person. But there is another area that he is good at. So they called a dunce at school. Is where the word dunce coming from? So, because him name what him name, they drop off that and they call him dunce. Dull, wicked, stupid, arrogant. Arrogant person. And I am sure for those that are hearing me heard these words, and it hadn't stopped there. Other words from dunce. Call, dullard, numbskull, blockhead. Not that your head block, you know. Block a tough something. That is something I use make house. This is out of one thing. All of these names coming from. Numbskull, blockhead, arraign or ignoramus. Simpleton, nincompoop, ninny, buffoon, dimwit. And they went on to even say donkey, fool, goof, idiot. This is how far it stretched on to this day of our dear Lord. And many more names have been given. Now a person calls somebody donkey. Donkey no fool. Donkey is wise in their own kingdom, in their own world, because he's doing the donkey things. You as a human being cannot operate like a donkey or a donkey. No. So for those that ascribe and give and dehumanize the person, nincompoop, idiot, numbskull, buffoon, fool, goofy. Are you seeing where we are today? How can a person learn without a teacher? Timothy says, 2 Timothy 2:15. It says, how can you hear without a preacher? And how can the preacher come and preach without he is been sent? And it go right down to education. It says, study to show yourself approved. How are you going to study? So if the persons, the group of persons who label themselves as who they are, as said to this young man, look, you're writing, we can understand what you are saying here, but we need to take you now and teach you so you know where we put the full stop, where we put the comma, where we put the question sign, where we put the semicolon, where we put, and all the rest of it. And you start your story and how you direct your story and then how. But no, that was not done. Hence we have today, as we speak, people calling people dunce, songs made from it. People embraced it, not knowing where it's coming from. And I said, and I don't take back that, every man is dunce, every woman is dunce. Because what I learned and can do, you are unlearned to it. And from you unlearned to it, then if you ascribe dunce to be dunce, then you're dunce. When God was sending Moses to Pharaoh, Mark, Moses grew in Pharaoh's house by Pharaoh's own daughter. He was educated there. Yet, when God sent him to Pharaoh, the carry one message go give Pharaoh. You hear what he said to God? I am not a man with eloquent words. I am not eloquent. I don't have eloquent word. Send my brother Aaron. That means Aaron was the spokesman. Whole heap of word, him mouth full of words. He could have delivered. Moses said, no, Lord, send Aaron. I can't speak, nor eloquent of words. God asked him, who make your mouth? Who make your mouth? Who put drop tongue in it? Who put teeth in there? Who make your mouth? Mm-hmm. There are many persons today who will say to you, I learned to read at late stage in life. And I learned to read when I go to church. And at date, this word is used, and it is used so widely. So instead of most of the time then call you dunce, then call you buffoon, you have black head. That mean now your head thick. Remember how I started off? Persons learn at different stage. And I am glad that today, to date, you have carpentry, masonry, and different skill areas that introduce in schools. That means everyone is not going to be a lawyer. Everyone is not going to be a prime minister. The person who is what you call them, the person who is a mathematician. You will hear people say, I am a, so come up with the word. I'll tell you what the word I'm looking for. You have garment constructing. First time they call it dressmaking. The name has changed quite some years now, and it is called garment construction. In the kitchen where you say, well, then you do domestic work, that one has been changed to mechanics. Until we changed. So they sort of change up the names, but it's the same performance. Right? So everyone is not going to be good at the pen in the way society is looking for them to be with the pen. Because I have to learn how to measure up. Maybe know half inch, quarter inch, 1 inch, you name the inches, neat. I have to learn that. The person who even weave here, it's a learning process, because not everybody can weave here. It's not everybody can do it. The style look good. But how much can do it? Don't you have to depend on somebody who practice until they get it? And you sit before them. And do you hear? So what you call the person now? What you call him? You don't call him a slow learner. Well, he could be a slow learner if you teach him. So if we're talking about dunce, dunce is right across the board. Right across the board. Because what you can do and what you are educated in, what you are practiced to do. Let's say simple driving. The man who drove a car and only have the license to drive a car could not get a trailer truck job because he was not trained to drive a trailer. So what would you call him? You call him a driver, but in different category. Mhm. We will speak about our legend. Haven't he became a multi-rich guy and start from his young? Yeah. Because God gave every man a talent. His foot is what him get for his talent. A foot will make him rich. He never go around no desk go sit down, answering telephone, drawing pen. No. Him foot out on the field. That is what God bless him with. That is what he get. So, friend and loved ones, my grand uncle that I grew up with, he said he can read. So he tell me. And I yet to believe that in spite he passed away. I am still yet to believe that that man cannot read. Okay. I come from school and him said, find Isaiah, and him tell you where in Isaiah to find it. And you find it. And so read from chapter so to chapter so. And you start reading. And you know, sometimes you really buck up on word where it kind of take you a little while, especially in the Bible. Really, yeah, do it out in your head to come up with it. And you pronounce it wrong. He said, no, 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 no. That's not the word. He is not telling you what it is. He said, figure it out. And if you try 2 or 3 times and you get it wrong, then him said, no, it is such word. And I always ask myself, oh, this man saying can read. Yet they never call up and ask anybody beside a piece of paper for it. Him doing business. Him was one of them kind of up there. Yeah. Yet he saying can read. I call himself dunce. Right? So people learn at different levels. You may not be an eloquent speaker. You may not be a mathematician. You may not be speaking the Queen's English. But society lead upon you these main subjects. And if you didn't go and do the exam and pass it, you're dunce. You thick head. You are buffoon. You are donkey. You are idiot. Children been still called those names. And you see where it is coming from? These were the guinea gods. These were those that hold position in society. Many million years today, their schooling was minimal. But it did not stop them from being a millionaire. Because it says studyration beat education. I was in school and teacher put maths on the board and give us. And the maths the teacher put on the board, she herself couldn't do the maths. In a school as that. She herself could not do the maths, yet she put the maths on board and give us. And it took one of us from the class to work out the maths. So this dunce argument and this dunce and this labeling and bringing down people and telling them how they dunce, not because you are in the area that where society wants you to be. The man was cutting the grass out there. If he can't even read and dance according to what you say, he must learn to put in the string in the machine. And he must know what kind of gas go in there. First time people employing helpers in their house, and they will let you know it's just wash, clean, iron, cook, and they have you as a house slave. Now it came down to where when they're employing a house mechanic, they ask you how much subjects you have. Because they want somebody to help their children while they are not yet home from work. They want somebody to help the child or the children to do their own work. Don't get me wrong. Maybe the person may can't understand the nowadays maths, but maybe they could do long division because they never set themselves to learn it. But they know if they had, they know if they multiply, they know if they take away, they know if they do long division, and if you check them, they can do short division too. They do algebra. Yeah, they do LCM. Like how we get that at school. Yes, right? So maybe they can do the X minus and the Y minus and the Y this, and maybe they can't do that if they are not going to learn it. But what they are asking for, how much subjects you have? People look bar work and they're asking them for subjects. First time you go into a bar, and all you have to do is wear on something way up underneath you. Wear your rider. Because when who comes to buy the liquor, they will see the pretty legs. And, yeah. Yeah. But how can you learn without a teacher? So somebody has to take responsibility for their own actions. Stop labeling people as dunce because everyone is dunce. Because the farmer out there so, the man where up there so cannot go out there go do what the farmer out there doing. And even if he learn agriculture, he learn it from paper. Ask him what time to plant the peas. Ask him what time you put in the yam. And we have to go back to the paper. The practical man out there, so know it. And you would say dunce because you know, so what am I do? Farming. What am I do? I raise the cow, goat, pig. Those are the people who fed the nation, the dunce people. The people then that you classify as dunce. Because maybe they can take up them pen and put 3 and 1 on it paper. So they classified and dullard. Ignorant, simpleton, ninny, nincompoop. We dehumanize people. We do. And it is not nice. It is not nice. Bags are making because of the song, even bag. But I as a parent, my child, well, I am not going to buy that bag with my child. And anything coming into my house, I have to know what is coming in there. And when you're going out to go to school, I will have to see you and know what you're going with. Because what you are doing is helping to dehumanize yourself. You're putting yourself down. Walk with your chest high. I am not wearing that bag. My money would not spend for that bag. Because out of your mouth, you either put yourself down or you lift yourself up. So what you say about yourself, you will gravitate to be that. Okay? So, these are not words to glory in. These are not words to glory in. And it all derived. It's a 15, 20 to 30 in these years when these words was said to this young man, John. They didn't say what nation him is, what language him is, what color him be, then just put the name out of John Donne's cutters. They call him Dunce. I don't know if anybody there want to call in to say anything. I haven't seen much persons on the live. Or anybody want to say, add to what I said, take away from what I said, you can feel free to do just that. And I would implore teachers, do your research. And don't classify anybody as dunce. Because check out every area. You will be a dunce as well. Because there are things you don't know. There are things some persons say, I will not do. You think the doctor have an operation to perform and the anesthesis person is not there, and this is an operation that it is an emergency. You think they're going to go in the A&E and took a nurse from there and send them into the theater to go and administer to the patient on the table to be operated on? No. That nurse was not trained as an anesthesia nurse. So there's no way the doctor or nobody in the health would have just grabbed one nurse and said, go up to theater because an emergency is there and you have to. No. The person who is trained to do that, the operation is going to last for 6 hours. That person who trained know the dosage, the timing, how the rate, the heart rate, and everything is being measured. So it only took somebody who is trained in that area. You think the nurse who trained to work in theater can be replaced with a nurse that have not trained to work in theater? No. For you to be a theater nurse, you will have to learn. So what do you call the other nurse that cannot be just get up and call? You were trained to be a bedside nurse. They are not going to call you and say, come, open theater, go work. Not even to hand the instrument to the doctor. You have to train for that. So somewhere along the line, if DUNCE apply, it applies to everybody. The policemen that have not trained in forensic, certain forensic, can never perform that job. And it's different type of forensic. So what you would say, because in our papers and in no. So right across the board, and I hope that those that hear me understand what I'm saying, that everybody, for that matter, is dunce. Because you're dunce in some area here or there. The man who drive a car cannot go and fly a plane. I'm not going to train to fly the plane. The one who fly the plane can't drive the ship. He must go learn how to do sailing. So everything came right back to the board of training, education, and none know it all. all our fingers are not on the same height. We call this the pinky finger, this smaller. We call, and this measurement, this is 1 inch above this one. This is inch a little bit above this one. And look at this one. Aye. And look at the thumb. Look how short the thumb is. So every person is not on the same level. Every person learn differently. Different space. Different thing. So, to label children or label grown people, a grown person who apparently never gone to school throughout their life, they are good homemakers. Give them clothes, them when them take it off of the iron board, it's like that's the area. Maybe they didn't get to go to school. But they can wash good. Now it's machine washing. But give them the clothes in their hand. Tell them to give you a deep cleaning house. They can do it. Tell them to make dukuno. They can do it. Tell them how to raise their children. They do it successfully. Well, many are educated and can't even have control over their own children. Yes. So somewhere along the line, you are unlearned. Or you learn slower. You're a slower learner. Many persons in the uplands of society, if you should talk to them, they learn late in life. That's the time they actually take up education on a serious note. Ask some of them, at what age did you enter the classroom? They will tell you. I was reading a story from Africa with this little young man, and I tried to save it. I must go back and look if I see it. At what time did he enter school? And today, he is the accountant, well, a chartered accountant in Canada. His story is so touching. And today he's a chartered accountant in Canada. Okay. So it all comes down to learning. Not to really putting people down. Tell them, oh, them stupid. You idiot. We dehumanize persons. And we did it to children. We do it to adults. Everybody can learn. But it's not everybody get the opportunity. Children today have the opportunity. And they should lay hold on every opportunity. Some may not be a cosmetology. Some may not be a physiotherapy. Some men, but their position, their space is there in life to perform their part of work. Know yourself, know where you fit in society, because this is what society wanted, right? But do not settle when a dance, because when them say dance, they must show you it as a complete. Not settle when nobody can call you stupid. Why do you call me stupid? If I do not understand what you said and I ask you, what is the meaning of so and so? Do not call me stupid. It's either you know the meaning or you don't know it. So if I ask you the meaning, I'm expecting you to give me an answer. But don't call me stupid. If fooly, I am a soft-spoken person. You me a loud person talking to you. We are two different persons. I am a quiet going person. You may one of the person where oh yeah. But that no make you stupid. Society curve you how they want you to be. We all not want to be the same thing. I am a good listener. You are a selective listener. You are a warmonger person. I am a peacemaker. I am a giver. You are a taker. And we all come down to this word. Please. Be more kinder to people. Not because people make money from this word. Not done so the back of the class. Because some of who claim to be bright is not even back of the class, but they're not in the class, no dear. If they did back of the class at least, but they have all the ton load of paper and then they even enter the class and out the door. So at least they don't say back of the class, but some who should have been in the class, not reach into the class. Thank you for being here with me tonight. You're listening to Aquarian. Thank you, and I hope with myself and yourself, you can walk away with something. You understand something. And for heaven's sake, do not call anybody idiot again. They don't understand, they just don't understand. If you are not in a position to explain it to them, then get somebody who can. Okay? Thank you, one and all. I was happy to have you here, and I will be more happier if more of you joined the live. If you did not get a chance to be on the live, you will have a chance to listen to it again. So, be cognizant of your surrounding. Be cognizant of the persons you are around. Be cognizant of your going out and your coming in. Evil lurks many places without you even know it. So guard your surrounding, guard your thought, guard your life with God Himself, presence and blessings for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. and we will meet again. And I hope I will be meeting with my partner to come on live with me. It should have been tonight, but it has not worked out that way. So, myself and my admin will be going live one of this time. Have yourself a blessed night. May the blessings of God be with you throughout and always, with your family and your friends. Have a good night. Tuning out from Positivity Positive channel, this is Aquarian. Walking with my jug of water. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good night.